हरे कृष्ण तादेपन आहे नीला साईडा प्रबड़ा मात बड़ना प्रबड़ा मात बड़ना मुआर तो नलिनी बंधकु कल डलना आहे नीला साईडा गजराज चिताकल थाई गोर जलेना गजराज चिताकल थाई घोर जलेना चक्र पेशी नक्र नासी चक्र पेशी नक्र नासी उदारी लो आपण हे नीला साईरा प्रबड़ा माता बरना मुआर तो नलिनी बंधकु कल डलना हे नीला साईरा गौरवना मृगुनीकु पडिथिला कसना गौरवना मृगुनीकु पडिथिला कसना केडे बड़ा विपातीरो केडे बड़ा विपातीरो करैया छतरना आहे नीला साईरा प्रबड़ा माता बरना मुआर तो नलिनी बंधकु कल दलना आहे नीला साईरा पुरुष भातले सुनी द्रौपदीर जनना कुरुष भातले सुनी द्रौपदीर जलना कोटि वस्त्र देई हेले कोटि वस्त्र देई हेले लज्जा कल बरना आहे नीला साईरा प्रबड़ा माता बरना मुआर तो नलिनी बंधकु कल चलना आहे नीला साईरा रावण भई विभीषण गलना रावण भाई विभीषण गला शरण संबलिताकु शरण संबलिताकु लांके काल राजना आहे नीला साईरा प्रबड़ा माता बरना मुआर तो नलिनी बंधकु कल डलना आहे नीला साईरा प्रहलाद पिता सेज बड़ा दुष्ट दारुण प्रहलाद पिता सेज बड़ा दुष्ट दारुण स्तंभारु बहारी ठाकु विदारी लताक्याना आहे नीला साईरा प्रबड़ा माता बरना मुआर तो नलिनी बंधकु कल डलना आहे नीला साईरा हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी दादा प्रणाम
Jai. Thank you so much, Mataji, for singing that wonderful Uriya bhajan. Is there any translation for it?
Prabhuji, I was searching, but I didn't got.
Okay, no problem, Mataji. Thank you so much for singing that. So, um, today we thought that because the Rath Yatra is coming just in few days, Lord Jagannath, along with his brother Baldev and Subhadra, will come on the chariot on 16th. So we will meditate little bit upon Gundicha Marjan as well as the Rath Yatra pastime. Uh, is there anyone who has joined with by their laptop so that they can share the screen? We will be reading from Veda base today.
Uh, Prabhu, before that, can I read the translation of that song?
Ah, yes, yes, Mataji. If you have, please do.
Yeah, yes. The translation for Ahe Nila Shaila. O blue shaded mountain, mighty, wild, and invincible, on my quiet lotus forest, O Lord, please do trample. Elephant Lord, thought of you amidst very deep water, desk bold ended alligator, and you become its savior. In deep forest, the doe when was shaking in fear, paring the great danger, you, O Lord, protected her. Hearing in the Kuru court Draupadi's sincere entreaty, giving her crores of clothes, you saved her modesty. Ravana's brother Vibhishana asked your protective ring, giving him shelter. O Lord, you made him Lanka's king. Prahlad's father, who was greatly wicked and violent, from pillar out you came and tore him a moment. Ajamil called your name lifeless as his body stood. Such a great sinner went to the Vaikunt's abode. At blue zone sitting, O Lord, you are in the enlightened form and extending two hands, offering help from the storm. Says the poor Salabeg, I who am Muslim by caste, under the Lord's pink fate, I hereby surrender at last. Hari Bol. Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Thank you so much, Mataji, for reading that translation. It really enhances the meditation on the bhajan. Okay. So, is there any devotee who has already joined through their laptop and share the screen, or should I share the screen? Just give me a minute, I'll share the screen. Yashodarani Mataji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Maji, can you just chant the Mangalacharan till then?
Yes, Prabhu, sure. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः. जय श्री sorry. श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं. वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितां तं सजीवं साद्वैतं स्वादूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनी इति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते इंद्रद्युम्न स्वामिनीति नामिने। नमस्ते प्रभुपाद प्रियदासाय जगन्नाथ यात्रानंद मूर्तये भक्त सुखाय कृष्ण कीर्तनेन नरसिंहेन रक्षितां नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितनां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्नाय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरतविषे नमः। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांता श्री राधा कांता नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
Thank you so much, Mataji, for chanting the Mangalacharan prayers. So today we will be reading from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, chapter number 12, the cleansing of Gundicha temple, and we will be starting with the verse 82. So, would any devotee like to read this verse as I share the screen? Yashika Mataji. Okay. Is the screen visible?
Hare Krishna Dhanvat Nam Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Yes, Mataji. Please continue.
भीतरा मंदिर ऊपर सकल मंजिला सीमासना synonyms upara the ceiling sakala manjila cleansed everything simhasana the sitting place of the lord maji cleansing punha again thapana setting down karila did translation the lord cleansed everything inside the temple very nicely including the ceiling. He then took up the setting place Simhasana, cleansed it and again put it in its original place. छोटा बड़ा मंदिरा कैला मार्जन शोधन पछेताईचे शोधिला श्री जगो जगमोहना. Synonyms Chota Bada Mandira, all the small and big temples. Kaila did Marjana Sodhana, proper cleansing. Pache, the rafter. Taiche, in the similar way. Sodhila cleansed. Sri Jagmohana, the place between the original temple and the Kirtan hall. Translation Thus the Lord and his companions cleansed and swept all the temple's buildings, big and small, and finally cleansed the area between the temple and the Kirtan hall.
Sorry, Mataji, to interrupt you. Mataji, you can just read the verse and the translation because we have many verses to cover.
Okay. चारी देख के सत भक्त सम सम समर जानी करे अपनी शोधेना प्रभु सिखाना sabare. Translation: Indeed, hundreds of devotees were engaged in cleansing all around the temple, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was personally carrying out the operation just to instruct others. परे मूला से सो देना ला, लाए ना कृष्ण नाम भक्त गाना कृष्ण कहे करे निज काम. Translation: Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu washed and cleansed the temple in great jubilation, chanting the holy name of Lord Krishna all the time. Similarly, all the devotees were also chanting and at the same time performing their respective duties. धूलि दूसरा तनु देखिते शोभना कहाँ कहाँ असुर जल करे समर्जना. The entire beautiful body of the Lord was covered with dust and dirt. In this way, it became transcendently beautiful. At times, when cleansing the temple, the Lord shed tears, and in some places, he even cleansed with those tears. भोग मंदिरा शोधना करी शोधिला प्रांगण सकल आवश्यक क्रमे करिला शोधना. After this, the place where the deity's food was kept, Bhog Mandira, was cleansed. Then the yard was cleansed, and then all the residential quarters, one after the others. प्राणा धूलि झिनकुरा साबे एक तरा करिया बहिरवसे लाना फैलिया बहिर करिया. After Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu collected all the straw, dust, and grains of sand in one place, he gathered it all in his cloth and threw it outside. एई माता भक्त गान करे निज वासे प्रना धूलि बहिरे पेलेया परम हरि से. Following the example of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all the devotees in great jubilation began to gather uh, straws and dust with their own clothes and throw them outside the temple. Same, I think. एई माता अभ्यंतरा करिला मार्जन पुन्हा सब करे दिला करिया वंतना. After the inside of the Lord temple was cleansed, the Lord again allotted areas for the devotees to cleanse. सक्षम धूलित्रन कन कर सब करहा दूर भला माते शोधना करहा प्रभुर अंतःपुर. The Lord then ordered everyone to cleanse the inside of the temple very perfectly by taking finer dust, straws, and grains of sand and throwing them outside. सब वैष्णव लान यबे दुई बरस शोधिला देखी माँ प्रभुर मने संतोषा हैला. After Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all the Vaishnavas cleansed the temple for the second time, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very happy to see the cleansing work. आरसत जन सत घटे ज्वल भरी प्रथमे लाना अच्छे काला अपेक्षा करी. While the temple was being swept, about the 100 men stood ready with filled water pots, and they simply awaited the lords of ordered to throw the water from them.
Um, Hare Krishna, Panchina
Hare
Prabhu,
Krishna.
is the screen getting stuck?
Proji, I think so. My screen is good. Means, is it getting stuck? Is the connection not good? Hare
No,
Hmm.
no,
Krishna.
Prabhu. No, no, Prabhu. It's okay. ठीक
Okay.
है.
Okay.
हाँ जी. जल अन्न बलिया बे महाप्रभु कहिला तबे सत घट अनि प्रभु आगे दिला. As soon as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu called for water, all the men immediately brought the 100 water pots which were completely filled and delivered them before the Lord. पुराना कुंभलाना ऐसा सत भक्त गाना सुने या घट लाना या आर सत जाना. Hundreds of devotees brought water in the pots, and hundreds took the empty pots away to fill them up again. नित्यानंद द्वैत स्वरूप भरती पुरी इन्हा विष्णु आर सब आने जल भरी. With the ex with the exception of Nityanand Prabhu, Advait Acharya, Swarup Damodar, Brahmanand Bharati, and Paramanand Puri, everyone was engaged in filling the water pots and bringing them there. कृष्णा कृष्णा कही करे घतेरा प्रार्थना कृष्णा कृष्णा कही करे घट समर्पणा. One person begged for a water pot by chanting the holy names Krishna Krishna, and another delivered a pot while chanting Krishna Krishna. ये काहे कृष्ण नामे कृष्ण नाम हाई लाख संकेत सब कामे. Whenever anyone had to speak, he did so by uttering the holy name of Krishna. Consequently, the holy name of Krishna became an indication for everyone who wanted something. हेना कले गौड़िया एक सबुद्धि सरल प्रभुर चरण युगे दिला घट जल. After everything was thoroughly washed, a Vaishnav from Bengal, who was very intelligent and simple, came and poured water on the lotus feet of the Lord. से जल लाना अपने पान काइला ताहा देखी प्रभु रामाने दुख रोसहाइला. The Gaudiya Vaishnav then took that water to drink it himself, seeing that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu felt a little unhappy and was also outwardly angry. यद्यपि गोसानी तारे हन छे संतोष धर्म संस्थापना लगी भई रे महारोसा. Although the Lord was certainly satisfied with him, he became angry externally in order to establish the etiquette of religious principles. शिक्षा लगी स्वरूपे दखी कहिला तन हरे एई देखा तुम्हारे गोड़ियरा व्यवहारे. The Lord then called for Swarup Damodar and told him, just see the behavior of your Bengali Vaishnava. ईश्वर मंदिर मोरा पद दोयाइला सेई जला पानी लाना पाना कइला. This person from Bengal has washed my feet within the temple of the personality of Godhead. Not only but he has drunk the water himself. एई माता पुरद्वारा आगे पथा याता सकल सोधिला ताहा केवर निबेकाता. Outside the gateway of the temple, all the roads were also cleansed, and no one could tell exactly how this was done. Purport in, com- in commenting on the cleansing of the Gundicha temple, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur says that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as the world leader, was personally giving instructions on how one should receive Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, within one's cleansed and pacified heart. If one wants to see Krishna seated in his heart, he must first cleanse the heart, as prescribed by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his Sikshashtakam. Sikshashtakam Chetarpan Marjanam. In this age, everyone's heart is especially unclean, and as confirmed in Srimad Bhagavatam, Hridaya antahastho he abhadrani. To wash away all dirty things accumulated within the heart, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu advised everyone to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. The first result will be that the heart is cleansed. Cheto Darpan Marjanam. Similarly, Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2.17 confirms this statement. Shranvatam Swakatha Krishna Punyashravana Kirtana. हृदय अंतः स्थो हे अभद्राणि विधुनोति सुहर्थ सात्मा. Shri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is the Paramatma, is everyone's heart, and the benefactor of the truthful devotee cleanses desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee who relishes his messages, which are in themselves virtuous when properly heard and chanted. If a devotee at all wants to cleanse his heart, he must chant and hear the glories of the Lord Shri Krishna This is a simple process. Krishna himself will help cleanse the heart because he is already seated there. Krishna wants to continue living within the heart. And the Lord wants to give directions, but one has to keep his heart as clean as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu kept Gundicha temple. The devotee therefore has to cleanse his heart just as the Lord cleansed the Gundicha temple. In this way, one can be pacified and enriched in devotional service. If the heart is filled with grains and sand, weeds or dust. In others words, in other words, anya bhailasa purna. One cannot enthrone the Supreme Personality of Godhead there. The heart must be cleansed of all material motives brought about through fruitive work. Spec- Speculative knowledge, the mystic yoga, symptom, and so many other forms of brought about through many other form of so-called meditation. The heart must be cleansed without uh, ulterior motive, as Srila Rup Goswami says, Anyabhilasita Sunyam Jinha Karma di Annavataram. In other words, there should not be any external motive. One should not attempt material upliftment. Understanding the Supreme by speculative knowledge, fruitive activity, serve austerity and penance, and so on. All these activities are against the natural growth of spontaneous spontaneous love of Godhead. As soon as these are present within the heart should be understood to be clean and therefore unfit to serve as Krishna's sitting place. We cannot perceive the Lord's presence in our hearts unless our hearts are cleansed.
Am I audible, Hare Krishna?
Yes, Lord, you are
Yes.
audible.
Okay. Jai. A material desire is explained as a desire to enjoy the material world to its fullest extent. In modern language, this is called economic development. An inordinate desire for economic development is considered to be like straws and grains of sand within the heart. If one is overly engaged in material activity, the heart will always remain disturbed. As Narottam Das Thakur says, Samsare Vishnale Divanisha Kiya Jwale Juli Daite Na Kainu Upaya. In other words, endeavor for material opulence is against the principle of devotional service. Material enjoyment includes activities such as great sacrifices for auspicious activity, charity, austerity, elevation to the higher planetary system, and even living happily in the material world. Modernized material benefits are like the dust of material contamination. When this dust is uh, agitated by the whirlwind of rotative activity, it overcomes the heart. Thus, the mirror of the heart is covered with dust. There are many desires to perform auspicious and inauspicious activities, but people do not know how life after life they are keeping their hearts unclean. One who cannot give up the desire for fruitive activity is understood to be covered by the dust of material contamination. Karmis generally think that the interaction of fruitive activities can be counteracted by another karma or fruitive activity. This is certainly a mistaken conception. If one is deluded by such conception, he is cheated by his own activity. Such activities have been compared to an elephant's bathing. An elephant may bathe very thoroughly, but as soon as he comes out of the river, it immediately takes some sand from the land and throws it over his body. If one suffers due to his past fruitive activities, he cannot counteract this suffering by performing auspicious activities. The sufferings of human society cannot be counteracted by material plans. The only way suffering can be mitigated is by Krishna consciousness. When one takes to Krishna consciousness, engages himself in the devotional service of the Lord, beginning with chanting and hearing the glories of the Lord, the cleansing of the heart begins. When the heart is actually cleansed, one can clearly see the Lord sitting in there without any disturbance. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, ninth canto 4.68, the Lord confirms that He sits within the heart of pure devotee. Sadhuvo hridayam mayam sadhunam hridayam tva aham. Impersonal speculation, monism merging into the existence of the Supreme, speculative knowledge, mystic yoga, and meditation are all compared to grains of sand. They simply cause irritation to the heart. No one can satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead by such activities, nor do we give the Lord a chance to sit in our hearts peacefully. Rather, the Lord is simply disturbed by them. Sometimes yogis and jnanis in the beginning take to the chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra as a way to begin the various practices. But when they falsely think that they have attained release from the bondage of material existence, they give up chanting. They do not consider that the ultimate goal is the form of the Lord, the name of the Lord. Such unfortunate creatures are never found by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, for they do not know what devotional service is. Lord Krishna describes them in the Bhagavad Gita in this way. तन अहम द्विष द्विषता कृणान समे श्रेषु न राधमाम क्षिप्यम अजस्राम अशुभान अशुष असुरुषिव एव योनिषु. Those who are envious and mischievous, who are the lowest among men, I perpetually cast into the ocean of material existence, into various demonic species of life. Bhagavad Gita 16.19. By this practical example, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has shown us that all the grains of sand must be picked up thoroughly and thrown outside. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also cleansed the outside of the temple, fearing that the grains of sand would come again within. In this connection, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur explains that even though one may become free from the desire for fruitive activity, sometimes the subtle desire for fruitive activity again comes into being within the heart. One often thinks of conducting business to improve devotional activity, but the contamination is so strong that it may later develop into misunderstanding described as kuti nati, fault finding, and pratishtha, the desire for a name and fame for a higher position, jiva himsa, envy of other living entities, nishidrichar, accepting the forbidden in the shastra, kama, desire of material gain, and puja, hankering for popularity. The word skutinati means duplicity. As an example of pratishtha, one may attempt to imitate Srila Haridas Thakur by living in a solitary place. One's real desire may be for name and fame. In other words, one thinks that fools will accept one to be as good as Haridas Thakur because one lives in solitary place. These are all material desires. A neophyte devotee is certain to be attacked by other material desires as well, namely desires for women and money. In this way, the heart is again filled with dirty things and becomes harder and harder like the materialist. Gradually, one desires to become a reputed devotee or an avatar incarnation. The word jiva himsa, envy for other living entities, actually means stopping the preaching of Krishna consciousness. Preaching work is described as paropakar, welfare activity for others. Those who are ignorant of the benefits of devotional service must be educated by preaching. If one stops preaching and simply sits down in a solitary place, he is engaging in material activity. For one desires to make a compromise with the Mayavadis, he is also engaged in material activity. A devotee should never make compromises with non devotees. By acting as a professional guru, mystic yogi, or miracle man, one may cheat and bluff the general public and gain fame as a wonderful mystic, but all this is considered to be dust, straw, and grains of sand within the heart. In addition, one should follow the regulative principles and not desire illicit sex, gambling, intoxicants, or meat. To give us practical instructions, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu cleansed the temple twice. His second cleansing is more thorough. The idea was thrown away all by stumbling blocks on the path of devotional service. He cleansed the temple with firm conviction, as is evident from his using his own personal garments for cleansing. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to see personally that the temple was thoroughly cleansed to the standard of clean marble. Clean marble gives a cooling effect. Devotional service means attaining peace from all disturbances caused by material contamination. In other words, it is the process by which the mind is cooled. The mind can be peaceful and thoroughly cleansed when one no longer desires anything but devotional service. Even though all dirty things may be cleansed away, sometimes subtle desires remain in the mind for impersonalism, monism, success, or four principles of religious activity dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. All these are spots on the clean cloth. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also wanted to cleanse these away. By his practical activity, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu informed us how to cleanse our hearts. Once the heart is cleansed, we should invite Lord Krishna to sit down. We should observe the festival by distributing prasadam and chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to teach every devotee by his personal behavior. Everyone who spreads the cult of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepts a similar responsibility. The Lord was personally chastising or praising individuals in the course of cleaning, and those who are engaged as acharyas must learn from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu how to train devotees by personal example. The Lord was very pleased with those who could cleanse the temple by taking out undesirable things accumulated within. This is called anartha nivritti, cleansing the heart of all unwanted things. Thus, the cleansing of Gundicha Marjan was conducted by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to let us know how the heart should be cleansed and soothed to receive Lord Krishna and enable him to sit within the heart without disturbance. So, devotees, here we end the chapter of Gundicha Marjan. So, before proceeding further, would anyone like to share their realizations about this chapter, whatever we have read so far? Yes, Vinodini Mataji. Okay. Would anyone like to share their realization? Any point which they liked? Okay. So actually the point where we see that Mahaprabhu is personally guiding everyone how to um, cleanse the Gundicha temple is very significant over here. Um, I heard this from Sachinandan Maharaj that once he was cleaning the temple and a devotee came and he gave this same analogy to him that how if we clean the paraphernalia of the Lord, it is as good as cleaning the heart, in the sense that Krishna within our heart is actually performing this cleanliness activity. We all have so many desires, materialistic or even spiritual, but most of them are materialistic because in our day to day lives we want recognition. Let it be our office, let it be our home. Everyone wants some recognition. There is a famous quote which I always think about. Um, It is by one of the famous philosophers. The only happiness in life is to love and to be loved. So, in our office, in our homes, we all want some recognition. If we do any job, any activity, we feel that somebody should acknowledge that. So, the Lord, in this way, because He's sitting in everyone's heart, Mahaprabhu also noticed the devotees who wanted to serve nicely and who did serve nicely by taking their own piece of cloth from their body, and they were cleansing the Gundicha temple. So they were actually clearing the Gundicha temple, but also clearing the heart so that the Lord could come and sit over there. Yes, Vijay Narasimha Proji, please.
Um, Jai. This is a very thank you, Prabhu. Thank you, Panchan Prabhu, for sharing those uh, points from Sachinandan Maharaj's class. Uh, just wanted to, I mean, keep it a little more interactive. Before I share something that I heard, something which was very important. How many of us have participated in cleaning the temple? Could you please raise your hand? I have my own realizations when, let's say, cleaning pot, cleaning, brooming, or um, um, anything like a menial service, like washing plates. Hmm. Anybody would like to share? Um, like so, other devotees haven't keep your hand raised. Don't bring it down. Keep your hand raised. And so, okay. And it's interesting. I mean, are you? I'm assuming that those who have not raised have never done any washing or cleaning in the temple, or you put the phone on mute and you're walking around somewhere. You're doing something else. Okay. Hmm. Okay, but there is a significant number who have not done any washing or cleaning, either that or they're not listening to the reading. Okay. um, or you're too humble to uh, mention it. Okay. Um, I when we do some menial service, there are we always. I mean, at least I have some realization when I just do something. Uh, Something like, I mean, it is considered um a menial service and a very humble service, right? So we have our realizations when we do this service, specifically like cleaning. So would anyone want to share something? Any realizations you have had? Keep the hand raised, please. Um, I mean, you need not speak, but I just want to see your hand raised. Um, any realization you want to share when you do any menial service? You could please unmute and talk. No specific.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances. Am I audible?
Yes, Devangi Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. So, Prabhuji, Um, Actually, when for me, it's like, for example, if some devotee have asked to do the dishes cleaning, so at first I was like, should I do it or not? And then I went in and I did the cleaning. So initially I felt a little reluctant, but then I did. And then when I started doing it, as some pots are like really dirty and we have to really scrub them. So while doing, I realized that I hope Krishna also cleanses my heart in the same way as I'm cleansing these spots, rubbing these spots so hard. And eventually, after the seva ended, after I did it, I felt much better. I don't know why, but it is definitely marginum. It is definitely a cleansing process from the inside as well. Yes, Prabhuji, I'm sorry, it was a little awkward. I'm a little awkward right now, so I'm sorry.
No, no. I
Hare
mean,
Krishna.
what's awkward in that? I mean, I think beautiful. I mean, this is
Okay.
um,
Um,
very nice. Yeah. Anyone else would like to go?
Hare Krishna
Yeah, please. I
Prabhuji.
mean, yes, yes, please, Mataji. Yes, go ahead.
Um, I got the
Mm,
opportunity of cleansing the temple. Like I felt like doing one at least one time in a life to do this kind of service. Like I did this, but before coming to Krishna consciousness, during my
okay.
college time, I went to the
Mm,
pujari and said that I want to do this service. So he has given me the opportunity. One early morning, I went and cleansed all the temple and put some rangoli and just prayed and came out. So maybe
mm,
because I did this service in the Hanuman temple, maybe
mm,
because of the like he is the devotee of Lord Rama.
mm,
This
mhm.
helped me, the mercy shown by the devotee and made me to come into the Krishna consciousness. I feel like that.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay.
Now in here in the temples, I get the opportunity of doing the garland services, and one time I made the Tulsi service on Ekadashi. So all this because of the mercy only. I felt so happy,
Nice.
and maybe this is the path made me to come to this here.
Okay. Good.
Thank you.
Wonderful. There is a.
Hare Krishna.
Uh, go ahead, Mataji. Yes, go ahead, Mataji. Yes, go ahead.
Sorry, sorry. So you just wanted to mention my
Hmm.
realization. Um,
Yes.
um, few years back, I got the opportunity to clean the utensils of Radha Madhava in Mayapur and Narsimha. So somehow, very, I was so happy and somehow a little feeling pride. And it's actually not easy to clean the utensils of temple deities. Actually, those were the arti paraphernalias, not just the utensils. So when I was cleaning, um, I felt it is so easy. Like being a woman, it's kind of day-to-day things. So
Hmm.
I did it for the first, like one time I did, then Pujari gave it back to me. He was like,
Hmm.
clean it properly. And
Hmm.
for 2 minutes, I was just looking like, where's the problem? And
Hmm.
then again, I cleaned it and I gave, uh, like, it's not just the cleaning, you also have to dry the utensils,
Ah,
paraphernalia.
wipe it off. Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I wiped it off and I again gave it to Pujari and he gave me back. This time he was little angry, not angry, maybe frustrated. So he was like, he In something in Bengali he said, but then I asked someone else. He was like, "इतने में तो हम कितना कर लेते?" And I was like, "Oh."
mm,
And this was like kind of 5 times he gave me back. And by that time, I myself was little frustrated. And then one of the Mataji came and she told me that um, when you are drying, you don't have to, keep it like for not even just sorry, sir. So that Madhuri told me that you don't even have to keep it for 2 minutes or 1 minute. You just have to wash and wipe it off that time only, like that moment itself. And then you have to give, because otherwise it will get that small water patches. And
correct.
on the paraphernalias, they don't accept it. So
Mm,
that was like before my course. Somehow
mm,
Pujari allowed me. And this was in the Radha Madhava altar. And once
mm,
again, I got the opportunity in Jagannath Temple, Rajapur.
mm,
So that time I was little late. I was thinking that I will go little early and make the garlands or do some service. But due to something, I was little late and I was angry on myself that um, why like
You talk
I
about
wasted time.
Mayapur
Yes,
Rajana? Sorry,
yes,
Mayapur.
Mayapur
Okay,
Rajapur.
Jagannath. Okay.
So uh, that time Pujari also didn't knew me. Now, like after many time I served there, he knew me. But earlier that was my first time, and he didn't knew me, and he was somehow searching any devotee, and I was just struggling with my slippers. Somehow my slippers got a little broke, and my bag was also like messy. So my bag's strap was also got broke, and in the midway, I was just cursing somehow that it was a kind of little
What was
childish,
your
but
realization? What was your realization?
really, I was cursing Jagannath ji that time that you don't even want me to come early, you don't want to give me any service or anything. And the moment when I reached, uh, it was just about to, the temple was about to close. And Pujari, I was just leaving. I was into tears. And Pujari called me uh, by shouting, "Oh, Mata, come here, come here. Jagannath is want a service from you." So that time I got the service of cleaning the utensils of prasadam of Jagannath. So, yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah, like you got like special mercy. So the many times the menial services. I mean, this is a special service. I have an opportunity to clean at Rajapur Jagannath Mandir, but mostly menial services. The opportunity is abundant. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Madhesh, for sharing. Um, Anyone else wants to share?
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna,
Uh,
Dhanataram Prabhuji. Prabhuji,
and
I would like to share one lecture which I encountered like way back in 2008. And that was being shared to us by the temple authorities before this Marjanam service. So it was kind of a booster dose for us. And it was a lecture from His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj. And in the lecture, Maharaj shared this thing that it is not a Marjanam of the temple. So it's a marjanam, it's a cleansing of your own self, of your own heart, because you want Krishna to reside in it. No, we are asking for the mercy of Krishna. We are asking for the Radha Krishna to come and reside in our heart. So, and the second point which I noticed from, or rather which I took from that lecture was that Maharaj shared this point that everyone, well, mostly, I just take it on me personally, that at some part of time we do develop a bit of an ego, and this is just a cleansing of that ego, that that self, that ability that I am something. So it cleanses you out, it cleanses the thing out of you, and Maharaj related it with this word patit pavan. So Maharaj said that if you want the mercy of patit pavan, so for that you need to be patit first. So just to be patit, you have to do the menial services. So that's all, Prabhuji. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Really. I think I've heard this lecture long ago. Yes, Prabhu. This is a very beautiful. Everyone must hear this service, hear this class. Um, if you have that link, I mean, if you are able to look up, or if you have some points from that class, please share, Prabhu.
Surely, Prabhuji, I will do that.
Yeah. Yes, very nice. Anyone else?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna. Giriraj Prabhu,
Prabhuji,
please.
I have one small realization that
Hmm.
especially this service we have started taking with His Grace Navkishore Prabhu and Giridhari Govind Prabhu and yourself. So this is basically our after breakfast prasadam cleaning seva.
Hmm.
So during those times, I actually realized that this is one of the most wonderful service I have ever came across. And then I used to feel that actually it's not the garbage which we are cleaning. I was feeling that we have become a nice, wonderful devotee by outside, but inside there is all garbage. We have appearance of a devotee, but inside we are still a monster struggling with our own anarthas, lust, anger, envy. So yeah, that is something which made me realize all the time that you have to throw garbage from your consciousness out by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra and serving these wonderful devotees. So yeah, that is something I would like to add.
Jai. Beautiful. Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, like in general, this is the realization that we are actually not cleaning outside, but rather inside. Yes. Okay. Who else wants to share? Okay. Panchana Prabhu, sure. He is asking me to share my realization. Okay. um, and somehow, every temple I visit, the only service I take is washing pots. So I've done, and don't know, I mean, it feels very easy. It's like wherever we go, um, let's say we we want to make friends, we want to talk, we want some to know some devotees. So all you have to do is like go to the kitchen, just take up pots and start washing, and then you don't need to like approach devotees and introduce yourselves. Um, Devotees will come and say thank you, and they'll ask you, they'll ask your name, they'll introduce you themselves. and you do it repeatedly, they'll also, I mean, I have a lot of affinity towards prasadam, and uh, it's like after cleaning pots, I always see that the cook or somebody in the kitchen, they'll reserve a plate for you and very lovingly. That's the best part. Uh, and um, and this is one service which keeps you away, far away from any offenses. Okay. Um, this is I mean, over years, um, this is something that I've realized. Like it is, um, like whenever we are, let's say, any management service or any service where we have to do any organizing or um, it's another service where like you go out and then you have to interact, and then you we bring, I mean, I let's say it's when I say we, it will be me. So we bring our own uh, conditioning in that service. Like I want it to be like this, I want it to be this is the right way to do. Okay, here also we do, but it serves the purpose anyway, as in um, ultimately, let's say I want to clean the pot in certain way. I mean, nobody cares. You just clean it, right? So, uh, this something I realized probably long ago when I initially started serving. I was in um, temple in here, like Atlanta, and then I used to do prasadam serving. Okay, so while serving prasadam, I at certain like over a couple of weeks or few weeks, I realized uh, I have a certain bias that when I'm serving prasadam, I I always start judging that um, I this person is coming second time, no, and there is another devotee who has not who has done a lot of surveys, but he hasn't had enough prasadam. But this person never does any surveys. He takes more. So I was become a little judgmental. Then I just felt, okay, this is not right. Um, me being judgmental. So I just retired from that and then went to the kitchen. Um, I stopped doing the prasadam serving. And then I just, there it used to be like a big pile. Mm. The kitchen like used to be little loaded at the end of Sunday feast. So nobody would, I mean, would interrupt or bother me. So and I'll just go to the kitchen and then um, I'll just keep washing pots until it is done. And it actually made it feel very good. Like I didn't have to, yeah, I mean, it was, that's the way it started. And then that realization continued forever. Like, uh, even in Bangalore, uh, this is, I mean, later it also helped me in understanding how to organize things. I mean, it was not like immediately, but over years, kitchen is a big area, and then like you have more visitors. Um, you also need to understand how things work in terms of grocery, in terms of cooking, in terms of um, identifying the right devotees to get certain services done, uh, right? And then kitchen is one place where you, I mean, that is how to please devotees, right? So prasadam is like one of the main ingredients in pleasing devotees. So, um, and while organizing um, kitchen over time, I ended up uh, getting into different doing organizing. Organizing ended up getting into organizing different things and even organizing large scale Janmashtami festivals. So, but one thing that stuck to me is like, so I moved here recently, right? The ISV. So it was easy to know devotees because from day one I just went to the kitchen and I just started washing pots. So whenever I get the opportunity, I mean, if the timing matches, um, so there is a specific time I have to go to the kitchen and then wash pots, and then that's how I made devotee friends here. I did not know anyone. Uh, I mean, knew but not so close. But now I know many devotees because so there are like different families, rather groups who come. But in general, I try contributing my from my end washing pots. So each group knows me that I can, there is somebody who washes pots. So it just feels better. Um, yeah. And something that uh, I heard from Radhesham Prabhu very recently. Um, he was sharing like four different aspects of practicing devotee. In that, he was talking about different services and their moods. Then he was saying specifically devotees who are preaching, like specifically, uh, who are scholarly, who are into the Shastra and all that. I mean, I'm not one of them, so not wise enough to do that kind of service. So Prabhuji prescribed that this is a white collar job. This is a white collar service. So uh, they should take up menial service. Otherwise, any white collar service will hit your head very fast. And um, like uh, whenever there is a Bhagavatam speaker, whenever there is like a speaker or who is giving class, or let's say the mentor, they get a lot of royal treatment, right? Like you get garlanded, you when you're when you be done with your after giving class, people let them, if he's walking out of the room, somebody actually people will let their them pass, and Yeah, there is some aura attached to uh, this particular service, right? So Prabhuji specifically mentioned, yes, like every devotee should take up menial service. Otherwise, there is it is hard to sustain your mood in service. Okay. Sorry, I took a little bit long. Um, Thank you, Manchini Prabhu. Anyone else would like to go, or we have a special announcement?
Proji, can we just
Yes.
announce this announcement before continuing with the diary chapter? Because devotees might drop the call.
Yeah, sure. So let me do one thing. Let me share the latest flyer, and you can share or flash this on the screen. I'm just trying to find you. Okay, you see it?
Yes, Proji, just a second, I'll share it.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Prabhuji, before Prabhuji shares the screen, can I ask a question if that is
Yes,
possible?
please go ahead. Please
Prabhuji,
go ahead.
this question has come in my mind since a week back. So the thing is that when we are cleaning and when we are doing this menial service, so a thought might come to us that, oh, we are doing this service, we are a nice person. You know, the
Hmm.
other people might have not come to this, but I did it. I cleaned the
Hmm.
kitchen or I did this.
Yes,
I'm a nice person. So how to counteract that thought? Because it comes in even slightly, even if we don't want it.
correct. Very nice, Mataji.
Thank
So,
you. I just wanted to know.
yeah, this I'd like to share a very small story. I mean, it's not like story as such, but other day we had Kanai Thakur Prabhu. He shared this. So he was saying uh, there was a um, there were two beggars on Andheri Bridge. Something you were saying. I don't know where is Andheri. I mean, I know where is Andheri. I know Mumbai, but I don't know where is this bridge. Okay, but he was saying there are two beggars, and they were intensely discussing about uh, a marriage. So one of the beggar, his daughter was getting married, and the other beggar was like congratulating him that, oh, finally you're getting your daughter married, congratulations, and you know it's so glorious, and you're going to have a big festival, and um, uh, I heard you're giving dowry also to your son-in-law. So uh, like the other beggars also, like, shaking hands with him and patting him, like uh, the other another beggar came and said, yeah, you don't even know what kind of dowry he's giving. Then said, yeah, tell me what's the dowry. Said, मैं उस तरफ का, on the bridge, the other side of the bridge, I am giving that in dowry to my son-in-law. You understand what I'm saying, right? So even so, um, so even whenever, like, even though we are at, so whatever we do, we have that conditioning in us that um, I mean, that ego will come, whatever we do. Okay. So wherever we are, but uh, the whole idea is like uh, when we do continue doing service and doing menial service, we train our mind to become more and more humble. So it is like, I mean, you will see over the years um, that some transformation is there. It's something that you are doing from your side, but the thought that uh, yeah, the thought that particular event of introspection, right? Like there is a Paramatma also in the heart that he is always listening. Right? So uh, what we read in the Upanishad, so that the Lord is continuously listening. There are two birds, and the other bird is continuously watching what the soul is thinking and doing and all that, right? So that thought that yes, I am while I'm doing service, I'm also introspecting that, oh, here also I'm bringing my ego, right? So Lord is pleased with that feeling of uh, uh, you're pricking yourself that you shouldn't be doing that, but that thought itself pleases the Lord. So that's very good. But over years, we will have that transformation. That's Guru and Krishna both will work on us when we continue doing service. And doing menial service keeps us grounded. Okay. So we will bring our conditioning in all of our devotee interactions, right? And then willingly or unwillingly, not willingly, but mostly unwillingly, we will end up um, committing offenses, right? So those offenses also have to be um, like Lord has to forgive us. Many times it's really difficult for us to go and beg forgiveness from all the devotees we do aparadha against, right? So uh, this is one of my ways where I feel it has helped me continue in Krishna consciousness, though I've done so many offenses against devotees. Because when you're in when you're doing, organizing even a small seva, where you have to instruct a set of devotees, you end up displeasing one and pleasing other, right? So the other devotee may not express themselves, but the Lord is actually watching. And because of our conditioning, we'll not be able to understand that we are offending, right? So that's where it is unknowingly we are offending. So, yeah, so engaging in menial service keeps us grounded, and Lord, we are trying to please the Lord that, yes, I'm not great yet. So please, you are great, but uh, I'm trying to please your great devotees by doing these menial services. So help me cleanse myself so that I don't continue offending your great Vaishnavas. Hmm. So
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. That was very helpful. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Kanupriya Mataji, you had something to share. I see your hands raised. Okay. Um, right.
Prabhuji, should I share the
Uh,
screen?
please, please, yes, yes, please. I thought you were about to blow some conch shell or something before sharing. Okay.
Can everyone see?
Panchanya. Hmm. Yes. Okay. So, yeah, this is, we wanted to do this from first week of July itself, but somehow we couldn't um, get the dates, and I think we also reached out little late. But yeah, um, now we are able to serve our troopers with Harinama Mahatmya. And uh, please note that the timings may vary. Okay. So yeah, if you see like Krishnan Prabhu, he's coming at 7:30. So we are trying to accommodate. I mean, these are like, stalwart Vaishnavas. So we will have to adjust to their timings because um, they have their own services, and some of the devotees uh, they go to bed early because many of them wake up at like 2:30 and then they finish chanting before the Mangala Aarti. So all that is there. So we have to accommodate our timing as per their convenience. Yeah. So please don't miss out on the timing. We will send ample alerts, reminders. But yeah, and um, we will continue this. It's not just three speakers, so we will have hopefully some sannyasis coming uh, and speaking probably on 9th and 16th as well. So we'll soon release those dates and the speaker names. Yeah, so once we have the confirmation. Okay, so yeah. Yes, and specifically, this is glorification of the holy name. So why holy name is important? I mean, there's so many speakers, there's so many lectures, YouTube videos, all we have, right? But um, we are going to hear again and again. Okay, so next at least 8 sessions, we want to have all these glorious Vaishnavas, we taking their association. Yeah, and they've kindly agreed. So, one thing, my humble request, let us be very, you know, uh, sharp on time. It'll not be really nice when they're already speaking and, one by one we are joining. Yeah, so since it is online, you know, so we have to be very respectful in terms of our presence, okay, and in numbers. So I mean, we'll send out reminders, several reminders again, over the next few weeks. All right. Thank you so much, Kanchan Prabhu, for sharing the screen. I think it is late already. Should we conclude, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay.
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
शांत की जय, श्रीपाद की जय, श्री गुरुदेव की जय।